How's it going, guys? That 90s Kid here. Today we are back again, and I'm going to be checking out Dax Renagade. Never seen it before, never heard it before. Super stoked to jump into it. Dax and everything he touches turns to gold, guys. I mean, that's just the way it is. He's a fantastic artist, and I hope he has a long career. And just from the beginning of this, because it started when I was trying to set up, it says I'm quitting rap. I hope that's not the case, because he is one of my favorite rappers of all time. With that, we're going to jump into the video, but first, if you could do me a favor, go down, hit the like, the subscribe, the little bell icon at the top. That would be fantastic. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, you can do that by going down, hitting the super thanks button at the bottom, or clicking any one of the links at the top of the video that say click here to donate. All right, with that, let's get into this thing. Let's go.
Yeah, game of life, I'm a king in every domain. Pawn me off to the matrix, I bet you I still...
Damn, was not ready. I gotta back that up. Was not ready. He came in hot.
Yeah, game of life, I'm a king in every domain. Pawn me off to the matrix, I bet you I still reign. Storming through every beat, how I thunder and bring the pain. You would think a tornado hit, how I mix it up when I sang. Radiation from these Hollywood stars is causing the cancer. Keeping up with the Joneses and chains of paying your massa. Rap is a plantation, make you slave and demand you. Help them pick up the crop that they use to cook propaganda. Microdose through the media.
Facts. They are cooking up propaganda like the Nazis of old. It's like they took the playbook from Mein Kampf and made it into reality. Like, it is ridiculous, the propaganda machine that the left has accrued. Just because of the fact that when the news was privatized, it was bought up by all of these left-leaning companies and by the government, so they can spew their own propaganda in any way they want, spin every story to make it meet their narrative. It leaves people that were watching the news back in the 60s and the 70s, when it was still, considered a respectable news source to get all of your information. It leaves them kind of out in the cold because they're still watching CNN. They're still watching MSNBC or NBC, I guess it would be at the time, but it leaves the elder generation, Gen Xers and boomers, it leaves them with nothing to get their information from aside from these propagandist, elitist news sources. And it's not their fault. They don't know any better. These are the shows and news sources that they've watched their whole lives. So they just automatically assume everything is true. So I don't really blame the older generations for having some of the thoughts that they do. I more blame the government and the news sources for not speaking the truth, for not having an unbiased opinion on certain topics. Let's get back at it.
The paying your massa, rap is a plantation, make you slave and demand you. Help them pick up the crop that they use to cook propaganda. Microdose through the media, poison, mislead the youth. Make them believe this, thought they reality's been the truth. Watered down education.
Ooh, I loved how he distorted the truth there, and the camera distorted. Love that.
Take the God out of schools, have you worshiping idols to push political views. I'm a renegade, for what I say, not what I wear. The car I drive and the money you think I got to spare. I'm called to duty, I'm modern with all my warfare, but I don't get paid.
Wow, I'm called to duty, I'm modern with all my warfare. Friggin' bar.
For what I say, not what I wear. The car I drive and the money you think I got to spare. I'm called to duty, I'm modern with all my warfare, but I don't get paid by the devil, so when my millions there, there's no gravity, weakness, or any atrophy. I invest in myself, my stocks rise, and it actually bonds people together. I mutually fund humanity. Bank on Dax, it's tax-free to gas me. This new election got me.
It's tax-free to gas me. Yes. That was another bar. Holy shit.
There's no gravity, weakness, or any atrophy. I invest in myself, my stocks rise, and it actually bonds people together. I mutually fund humanity. Bank on Dax, it's tax-free to gas me. This new election got me pondering things inside my mind. I'm taking President Trump in the game while biding my time. They all want World War III, and I see all the signs. So
the precedent is trumping while I'm biding my time, or biding my time. That is incredible. That is an amazing play on words. Wow.
It's tax-free to gas me. This new election got me pondering things inside my mind. I'm taking President Trump in the game while biding my time. They all want World War III, and I see all the signs. So I'm mass shooting these bars. My columns bind. Take your brain and free it, transport it to another place.
Damn, I just can't go very long without having to pause the video because there's so much content and context in here that people need to be aware of. Because when he's talking about World War III, that's 100% factual. They say that if you don't know the history, then you're bound to repeat it. Well, guess what, guys? We're repeating it, and only in America. Like, you need to understand that. It's like there's a playbook on how to start world wars. And the thing is like the government and its subsidiary companies, meaning the gun companies, the bomb companies, all of those people that profit off of war want the U.S. at war. So they continue to cause rifts throughout the world in order to make sure that we have a war economy at all times. Does that make sense?
Biding my time. They all want World War III, and I see all the signs. So I'm mass shooting these bars. My columns bind. Take your brain and free it, transport it to another place. Has your speech free if you can't speak, if they disagree. I see OnlyFans models grossing hundreds of K's, but you get canceled for agreeing with Tristan and Andrew Tate.
Yes. If you agree with Tristan or Andrew Tate, you get canceled immediately. And it's horse shit. Because I'm going to be honest with you, their versions of toxic masculinity is ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
Can't speak if they disagree. I see OnlyFans models grossing hundreds of K's, but you get canceled for agreeing with Tristan and Andrew Tate. Atomic, a bomb like Oppenheimer. A stake in the game is a harsh reminder. The beef I cook is...
Okay, so he said an atomic bomb like a Oppenheimer. For those of you that don't know, Oppenheimer is the person that worked on the Manhattan Project. And the Manhattan Project was the first atom bomb ever created. There was Big Boy and Little Boy. And surprisingly, Little Boy was bigger in explosion than Big Boy was. Little history lesson for you.
K's, but you get canceled for agreeing with Tristan and Andrew Tate. Atomic, a bomb like Oppenheimer. A stake in the game is a harsh reminder. The beef I cook is the rarest kind. They label me major but always minor in the flow tactics and promotional styles I used to engage the masses. Running the game, but when I spaz, they blame it on lactic acid. Cause they know I'm automatic. I don't miss, they move the basket. They say I'm out of my mind, but I'm the one who's conscious rapping. Living way below my means, avoiding baby mama advances. Thinking for myself and not getting tricked into political stances. Dumb antics, trigger words, gaslighting, or semantics. If America's printing money, then why the hell am I paying taxes?
I'm dead. I'm dead. Why the hell am I paying taxes if the U.S. is just printing money? Facts. It's horse shit. All they're doing is degrading the dollar down to almost nothing. Like, that's how inflation starts. Like, you just continue to print money and prices go up.
For myself and not getting tricked into political stances. Dumb antics, trigger words, gaslighting, or semantics. If America's printing money, then why the hell am I paying taxes? Global warming's real, detrimental, and problematic. But I'm not buying an electric car, cause all they'll do is control and crash it. Like the stock market, first destroy the nuclear family. The women are easier targets. Call it toxic masculinity until they needed to fight the wars they started. Incentivize single motherhood, then promote it through the music department. And call Dax trash and thought-provoking music literal garbage. No wonder the youth are so lethargic, soft, easily influenced.
That's one thing about Dax I've always loved, is the fact that he brings thought-provoking lyrics to every song that he has ever put out. I love that. I love the fact that we have artists now that are putting actual thought-provoking content in their videos. It starts the conversation. We've reached a whole new level in artistry and content with some musicians that will change the world if actually listened to. It's just incredible. I love it.
Started incentivized single motherhood, then promoted through the music department and called Dax trash and thought-provoking music, literal garbage. No wonder the youth are so lethargic, soft, easily influenced, lack stability, self-awareness, and guzzling Ritalin. ADHD is overdiagnosed. Kids don't lack focus. They've had an iPad since 2, and that algorithm's potent, but I'm all...
Okay, I'm a dad, and my sons have had an iPad since like so that one hits a little close to home.
Soft, easily influenced, lack stability, self-awareness, and guzzling Ritalin. ADHD is overdiagnosed. Kids don't lack focus. They've had an iPad since 2, and that algorithm's potent, but I'm off that. Switching gears, V12 with the bar stick, then I move shift, then I'm in it clear. And that bay like the Buccaneers, tempo with the flow. I'll put it in cruise, cause my control's approaching speeds of top 5 and potentially the GOAT. But no, for real, I just turned 30 years old. I've been beat down, stepped on, cheated on, and broke. I was invisible as Daniel, then became Dax and awoke into a lifestyle where I wish I had an invisibility cloak. Ain't that funny? Women like you more when you have money. I go stupid but ain't no dummy, and I know if the cash flow stops, some of you wouldn't love me, and that's why I value respect. Cause you can love me and hurt me, but if you respect and fear losing me, you'll always second guess. Come correct, return text in like 30 minutes or less, and make sure when you're around me, you always have good breath. Not manipulate me with sex, then divorce me cause you're not happy, and take half of my wealth and say you need to go find yourself. What the Well, actually I don't cuss cause I'm a Christian. Jesus died on the cross for my sins and I'm forgiven. These verses take you to church and help you with mental illness. That's why I don't call it music, I call this here a religion. That's why I'm quitting rap, the religion's being abused. Rap used to tell a story and now it's off for the views. I look around at the world, turn on the TV and news, and it feels like I'm on the Truman Show. So what do? I go to the gym and carry the heaviest weight I can find, building up my strength, then sharpening my mind. With books like the Bible, I could run for miles, but I tore a hole in my sneakers, trying to lead the blind, trying to lift the weight.
Okay, gotta take a second. That was very flashy, and for an epileptic, that's not good. So I had to take a second there. Okay, let's get back at it. I don't want to go back too far because I don't want to have to see that again.
My sneakers, trying to lead the blind, trying to lift the weight that's pulling down mankind, trying to spark a change in this darkness. Now I feel heartless. I gave you 10 years, you ignored me. That made me this monster who vomits the truth regardless of what the mainstream wants. I pop culture with each and every song. The devil's dancing, I will not follow along. I rebuke him with every lyrical concept as a response. From Matthew to Mark to Luke to Genesis back to John. I say King James, these kids think I'm talking about LeBron. I could leave land and travel to every country abroad and disperse heat. May God have mercy on those trying to hurt me. And if I'm not worthy of bearing this cross, I pray I fall off and get a regular job. Back when nobody called, back when happiness wasn't fleeting, even though I was barely eating and couldn't even afford to be in my feelings. A politic with you heathens, have anxiety, thoughts of depression, or barely breathing. Mama told me this life is a test, most people cheating, looking at others' papers, copying and agreeing, using makeup to cover up scars and adhesions, masking pain with addictions, using it to fight demons, watching porn and allowing these women to be a weakness, of getting naked for money and sucking, guzzling semen. And in the midst of a preaching, I hit my knees in agreement, understood the assignment, expectations and reasons. Hollywood's Babylon and they hail right underneath. It's the reason they feel the need to proceed and reject Jesus, regardless if you believe it. Money, power, and fame corrupts morality standards, mutes and muddies the brain. I've seen it for myself, held and pushed it away, spoke the ugly truth, turned to a renegade.
That was incredible. His lyrical content in that was insane. The way he's able to rhyme words and give you innuendos and just absolutely love the music that he puts out is incredible. The video itself was fire. Absolute fire. Loved it. So simple, so straightforward, in your face. Just awesome. Loved it. All right. Well, guys, with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you could do me a favor, go down, hit the like, the subscribe, the little bell icon at the top. Y'all know what to do. If you want to donate, go up, click here to donate buttons. Super thanks down at the bottom. Whatever you want to do, you guys already know. It's a reaction channel. You know what I'm wanting. Let's hit that up. All right. We'll see you later. I love you.